Hey folks, welcome back to another one of my in-car videos. Take a wild guess at what I'm driving today. Sorry about that. Man at work's gonna have to wait for a little while. So yeah, been on a bit of a VW roll lately. It's kind of easy actually. I gave back the Passat and hey, the Vento was available, so I decided to take it. And so here I am again, in the car that I hate most in the world. The VW Vento. Now why do I hate this car? I'll tell you exactly why I hate this car. I hate this car because the road tax is incredibly cheap. It's only a 1.2, and yet you're getting the kind of power that you would normally associate with a 1.8, maybe even a 2 liter. I'll give you an example. During the official media test drive of this car, I can't remember where we drove through now, but I had Buck with me from Roda Pusing, and I was asleep. I was like in the passenger seat, and he taps me on my leg and goes, hey, check this out. I'm like, what? He goes, this car can't get away from me. And I look up, and he's actually chasing a 2.4 Honda Accord. 2.4. That's double the cc of this car, which is a 1.2. Of course, turbocharged. And I remember his words. He said, man, this guy can't get away from me. And it's true. He could not get away from this car. This car was actually tailing him at what we were doing. Okay. I'm not gonna actually say how fast we were going, but safe to say it was not slow. Yeah, we were going at a rather brisk pace, and this car was keeping up with a 2.4. Now put that into perspective a little bit, okay? A 1.8 you're paying, I think it's about 374 ringgit per year for road tax. A 2.4. As you know, anything above 2.4, once you get a 2.5, it goes up exponentially per cc. So a 2.4, you're definitely paying a hell of a lot more than this. This, I think you're going to pay about 50 ringgit for road tax every year. Yeah. And so this car was keeping up with a 2.4, and that was, sorry to say, but that was probably one of the most impressive things I've seen in quite a while. Because VW, I mean, they've definitely gone into forced induction. I mean, they're making the engines a bit smaller, a little bit more fuel efficient, but they haven't taken out the fun out of it. They have not taken out the performance out of it. And if a little 1.2 TSI can do this, just imagine what their bigger engines can do. I mean, just imagine that for a second, will you? So anyway, I've been driving around this car for a better part of a week now, and yeah, I still hate it because it's so well built, it's so well appointed. Okay, alright, it doesn't have keyless entry, it doesn't have keyless go. Oh, sorry, it does have keyless entry. I mean, you press a little button and of course the doors unlock. Nobody really locks or unlocks their cars with keys anymore now, do they? Well, actually I do. My cars are pretty much keyed go. But anyway, I'm distracting now. So what was I saying? Yeah, basically what you have here is a 1.2, which you're going to pay pittance for road tax, that I've been driving around now for more than a week. I've only used like a quarter of the fuel. I'm going to return this car with 3/4 of fuel, and yet I've done almost 300 kilometers. Think about that for a second, okay? Because my cars, after 300 kilometers, I'm looking for a petrol station. Yeah, that's just basically how bad my fuel consumption is. But yeah, these newer engines, and look at that. I'm going over some bumps now. Nothing. I think I might have left my fender back there if it was one of my cars. But yeah, so this car, it looks really good from the outside too. I mean, I'm going to show you pictures of it later, and you can see pictures of it in the article in a little while. The wheel arches, there's not that huge of a gap. There's some. It looks really nice. It looks really well proportioned. The everything about this car. I mean, it's really well appointed. And that lady just pulled out, so I kind of gave her the evil eye, but I smiled as well because she's kind of cute. Anyway, I digress. So this is the kind of car that you could buy and use on a regular basis for sure, and it's not going to burn a hole in your pocket insofar as fuel is concerned. It's just been flawless the time I've had it. Even the DSG, it doesn't hunt as much as it did in the Passat, so I'm a bit surprised on that. But yeah, so I still don't like it because everything about it is really good. It's very well appointed, active and passive safety. You can see it in the specs list later. It's all up there. It's all up there on par, but it's also been put together really well. NVH, as you can imagine, Volkswagen, yeah, I don't need to say much about that. You can hear it for yourself. It's just a really nice place to be in, and it's a small car from the outside, but inside, quite a lot of room. Yeah, I'm checking out the back here, and this is my driving position. I'm 6'2". This is my driving position, and there's easily enough room at the back here for another 6-footer. And so yeah, you can bring your friends along with you, and they're all going to be really, really, really jealous of how little you're paying for road tax and the performance you're going to get from a car like this. It's just amazing. So anyway, I'm going to start listening to Men at Work again and drive this car around a little bit more. It's just really cool. I mean, it's a really, really cool car. It's well worth your money. It's a good value for money proposition if you're looking to get out of the non-continental car segment and get into the continental car segment. This would be a good bet. This would be a good car to get, actually. And well, don't take my word for it. Go test drive one for yourself and see for yourself. And you might actually like it a lot, because I know I do. Oh no, sorry, I forgot. I'm supposed to be hating this car, but it's kind of difficult to, when you've got all this performance and all this kit and all this well-builtness for the kind of money you're paying and for the kind of upkeep. It really is kind of hard not to like this car. So I hate these rumble strips. Don't you just hate these rumble strips? I mean, if you want to slow somebody down, just put a speed hump, for God's sake. But again, I digress. And so yeah, let me drive this a little bit more, and I'll give you my closing statements once I return it, as usual. In the meantime, take care, be safe. The weather has gone crazy. It's piping hot one moment, and then it's coming down in buckets the next. So it's the flu season. Take your vitamin C's, get enough rest, drink a lot of water, and I'll catch you guys next time. See ya.